everybody, Satan here. I know what you're thinking. Jesus Christ, Satan has a podcast now too? No, that's not it. But I am here to tell you about a podcast, and it's one that's all about my favorite band, Punchline. Not the band you expected me to say, right? You probably figured I'd like Slayer, or maybe some backwards Beatles records or something. Those are okay. But you usually find me rocking out to fan-favorite Punchline albums like Action or Lion while I'm torturing dead people for all of eternity. Punchline's podcast is called A Band Called Punchline, and it's super entertaining to listen to this documentary-style look back at the 25 years of my favorite band. Honestly, I'm really feeling like I'm getting to know these guys, and their story is amazing. I'm so ready for them to get down here. I have so many questions. I gotta give them credit for catching on to my whole 37 thing, too. There's a reason why they're my favorite band, and if you listen to their podcast, they might become yours, too. A Band Called Punchline is available wherever you listen to podcasts. Check it out, and I'll see you all in hell.
Oh, we're gonna do one of those. Got it.
It's really bad.
No, it's not great. So, Dylan,
Yeah.
I had you watch The Wonderful Winter of Mickey Mouse, which just dropped on Disney Plus. I want to say late February. So they were dropping that pretty late in the winter game to begin with. Let me start here.
Yes.
I love the new generation of Mickey Mouse animated shorts. I'm curious, have you been exposed to any of these, or is this your first time watching this?
I have been exposed to these.
Okay, and how do you feel about them?
Not my Mickey. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I enjoy it. I do. I have mixed feelings, and those mixed feelings are I like really wholesome Mickey Mouse. I love really wholesome Mickey Mouse. So when I see this and I'm like, this is like Mickey Mouse on fucking crack, and it's like a fucking fever dream Mickey Mouse. And I do enjoy it, but I have to kind of separate the two and go like, this isn't Mickey.
This is the new generation of Mickey Mouse.
This is if we set Mickey Mouse in the Ren and Stimpy universe.
I was literally just about to say, this is Mickey Mouse, where all of the kids who grew up watching Ren and Stimpy are now writing for Mickey Mouse, essentially.
Yeah. So it is kind of bonkers. Like it's bonkers to me that this exists.
So my favorite short, the short that got me to watch all of the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse shorts that are available on Disney Plus, is I think it's the first or second episode, is called No Service.
Okay.
And it's a simple premise, but I love it, which is that Mickey and Donald are getting ready to meet up with Daisy and Minnie to have a picnic at the beach. And Donald and Mickey are in charge of going to get hot dogs from the local hot dog stand for their picnic. But the place has a no shirt, no pants, no service rule. And they're caught in a snafu because Donald has a shirt but no pants, but Mickey has pants and no shirt. So they spend the short trying to decide who is going to wait outside naked while the other one goes inside to get their fucking hot dogs. And I'm like, how have we gone almost 100 years of these shorts and no one has been like, one wears a shirt and no pants and one wears pants but no shirt? hard. Like, it feels like it took a long time for someone to get to that bit. But I was like, this is really funny. It's really creative. And yes, it tickles my like 90s Nickelodeon bone of like, oh, this is very SpongeBob, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy in its animation style and its humor. And
that's my thing is I feel like this is straight out of the 90s. Like I'm shocked that we didn't get something like this in the 90s. It's strange to me that we're getting this now, and it's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad.
I love the animation, honestly. I think the animation looks gorgeous.
I love the animation. There's a particular moment towards the end of the third episode or the third story where Mickey and Minnie are like dancing to that Dreams song, and I'm like, God, I wish this was not taking the piss, like out of it's not making fun of all those old ones, because I want to sit there and be like, oh, it is dreamlike, but it's literally taking the piss out of those old 100%. Shorts and stuff.
And I do love those old shorts. I have a huge place in my heart for those too. I think that these are, I mean, it's 3 segments, and I can't tell you which is my favorite segment, but I can tell you that third one is my least favorite segment. To me, I don't think the jokes hit as well in that one, but the first one, Mickey Mouse is obsessed with snowflakes, and
I liked it. Let me be clear, because Matt and I always come to this thing, and people are always like, "Oh, Matt likes it, Dylan doesn't like it, and Dylan likes it." I liked it. I liked it. I want everybody to know that I liked it. It's just I have to separate it from Mickey. Like, I hope you get that.
It's also, I was thinking about this today. It's very different when you're watching something for the first time and you have to talk in somewhat of a scholarly way about it. Versus like if you just like pop this on to watch casually, you'd be like, oh, that's nice. But now you're watching, you're like, all right, Matt picked this, so I got to find some shit to talk about. And then you're like over analyzing it sometimes. And I'm not putting that on you. I'm putting that on anybody who does a podcast about anything. There is a certain point where you're like, shit, I'm not just watching this to enjoy this. I'm watching this to make sure that I have at least a couple notes to bring to the table.
And that's very much so. So we start off, as you were saying, the first story is Mickey Mouse as a janitor at a snowflake factory in the sky.
It's like a Christmas version of the Fantasia short, essentially, is what it
very
turns
much
into.
So. Yeah. Very much so. And I think, wow, that is a hard name to pronounce. Chris Diamantopoulos.
So the first time I saw that dude's name for a split second, I thought it was Starburns, because he has a very similar name, and I'm like, yo, Starburns is the voice of Mickey. It's not, but
I would say as soon as he voiced Mickey, I was like, something seems a little off. Now I will say that I think it was just the first opening lines. Because then I was like, okay, this is Mickey. But like, I will say it took me out. I'm like, Because once I heard Minnie in the later story, I was like, okay, that is Minnie Mouse. That whoever is doing that is a spot on.
They definitely are nailing Donald and Goofy right out the gate too. Sure. But Mickey's a tough one because Mickey is an internationally known character. Like I mean, they all are, but Mickey specifically. I think that the voicing of Mickey is intentionally very different. The Mickey that we grew up with, I would place as being like an elementary school level of like, he, just a kid who like maybe loves his mom and loves his family so much. And this feels more like angsty, fresh out of high school.
This is extreme Mickey.
But no, it's got a little bit of that. Like, he's way more chaotic and anarchic than like,
this isn't your mother's Mickey.
This ain't your mom's Mickey. No, but like he wants to make snowflakes. He doesn't want to be a janitor.
Yes.
And his boss is like, look, Mickey, it's a lot of hard work to make those snowflakes, and you're really good at mopping stuff. It's important that you're
not a weather guy. You're a mopping guy.
You're a mopping guy. And Mickey's just like, all right, boss. And then as soon as the boss turns around, he looks so sad and like slumps his head down that it's kind of funny. But there's 2 parts in this particular segment that I fucking love. So he's cleaning after hours, and he realizes that someone has left the chemicals needed to make a snowflake. So he decides to make a snowflake, and he pours too much in it. and he gets this teeny tiny snowflake and he goes, "Oh, my snowflake, I'm gonna love you all my life." And then the machine breaks and reveals a gigantic snowflake, and he tosses that fucking tiny snowflake in the trash. It's so quick. He just flicks it. He's staring at the big snowflake and just flicks it like a booger off into the ether. But then the snowflake is so heavy that it's about to smash a town.
Yeah, it's like a big ass spiked ball, like out of Super Mario or some shit.
And it keeps cutting back and forth between Mickey trying to stop this killer snowflake, and they keep upping how wholesome.
Baby parade!
Baby parade! Make way for the baby parade! Like, that is the line of the entire
pickup truck full of kittens.
Like, the way it escalates everything is so good. And then, Mickey destroys his beloved snowflake and causes a beautiful snowfall across this town. And then they're like, "Mickey, you're amazing at making snowflakes.
You are a weather guy." I was wrong, Mickey. You are a weather guy.
That's segment one, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, segment one, it was all right. It is very much a visual show. There's not a lot. There are visual bits. The jokes are visual. Yes. So it is hard to talk about.
Second segment, though, if we're talking about how Doctor Strange was Disney doing a horror movie, this second segment is a Mickey Mouse short as a horror movie. It is straight up Evil Dead vibes. Like they go up to this cabin in the mountains and get snowed in, and crazy shit starts happening. I personally love that we have cameos from the Country Bear heads.
Yeah.
just hanging out, just giving them bad advice and like causing them to go full like Jack Torrance Shining as they're trapped in this house. But
this is my favorite. I love the way Goofy is in this.
Oh, Goofy is ridiculous. Dude, the horrifying shot when Goofy is losing his mind and Mickey and Donald just look like demons to him, like, amazing. He goes upstairs to hide in the attic. He finds a beautiful coat.
Yeah,
and
the fucking fashion show.
Dude, they do a fashion show segment, which is so visually strange. But then it's revealed that he's not wearing a coat, but a bunch of rabid animals.
Yes.
And like multiple rabid animals. Like the idea that he put it on like he was putting on a coat is insane. But holy shit, it's escalation on escalation on escalation. It gets so ridiculous. They're skiing this house down a hill, being chased by an avalanche. He goes on a half pipe at one point.
He's like, "Oh, you wanted to shred the half pipe?" He's like, "Yeah, tubular." And fucking he like basically sticks his feet through the house with the snowboard and shreds the half pipe with the house, basically. And it is absolutely insane until they end up back on that hill.
Back on that hill, they run to their car, and then the avalanche buries them in the car.
And then the final line is, "Oh, look, another fur coat."
I think this is my favorite of the two. But this and the Snowflake one are very close to me because they do have just solid jokes. But this one is just so out there compared to the Snowflake.
Oh
one.
Yeah. Yes. Segment 2 is my favorite of the three. Yeah, I liked it. I really do enjoy it. I will go back and watch more.
Yeah, it's great background noise. They're quick,
Definitely.
like 2-3 minute shorts that you can just toss on while you're doing stuff. We end with the one that I'm kind of lukewarm on, which is the ice skating one. There's one line in particular that got a huge laugh out of me, which is they've been trying to do this skating routine. Everything that could be going wrong is going wrong. Finally,
is it Mickey saying "my feet hurt"?
It's the follow-up from that.
Yeah,
so Mickey
and her saying, "I've been saying that all day."
Yeah, completely deadpan and monotone. Just, "I've been saying that all day." He has this huge freak out where he's like, "My makeup is running.
My foot hurts." and Minnie just looks at it and goes, "I've been saying that all day." And she has been, like, throughout the entire episode, she has randomly been bringing up the fact that her feet
Yeah.
Because all Mickey wants to do is finish this routine and make magic. And Minnie is like, I'm hurting. I'm ready to be done.
But then they're reminded because there's one kid that is
the little sad bulldog kid.
Little sad bulldog kid wants this. So they give the dance of a fucking lifetime.
Yeah, they do.
And they get a round of applause.
They do.
I mean, it's very clearly from the animation stance supposed to be like, hey, that wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But it's fun. But it is the forgettable one. Like, when I put this on, when I was like, hey, we should watch this, because I watched it when it dropped in February. When I put it on, I definitely remembered the snowflake one. Definitely remembered the house. I was like, what the fuck is the third segment in this?
Yeah.
And then it came on. I'm like, oh, this is why I don't remember this one, because it's not
I think Goofy, funny enough, being my favorite part of the second segment is my least favorite part of the third segment.
Yeah, he's just like fishing and shit. He's being obnoxious.
Exactly. Like, Goofy's always been dumb. They made Goofy fucking stupid. Like, I mean, it was bad in the third one. Like, I got the best seat in the house. Yeah. These people fucking ice skating. He's trying to go fishing. Get the fuck out of here, Goofy.
Oh, God damn it. Goofy.
But yeah, I liked it. Good suggestion, dude. Good fucking pick.
I had to pull it last second. I was like, what's something that we could watch that's not going to take too much of either of our time, and that we could do a nice short episode
like,
on.
Dylan took my movie picks. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to it soon. Maybe I'll try again in June or July, I guess.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I think we had a good time with this. So, wonderful winter, Dylan.
Dude, wonderful winter to you too, Matt.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
Hey, do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Or do you have an already existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? Well, check out WeKnowPodcasting.com. From concept development to theme music to editing to logos, WeKnowPodcasting.com is a one-stop shop for all things pod. Don't hesitate to hit us up. We're very nice.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.